Welcome to our exploration of how globalization shapes local economies. In today's interconnected world, the movement of goods, services, and ideas across borders is faster and more impactful than ever before. But what does this mean for the communities and businesses that make up local economies? In this video, we'll break down the key ways globalization influences local markets, jobs, culture, and growth. We'll also look at both the opportunities and challenges that come with increased global integration. Let's begin our journey by understanding what globalization really means and why it matters to every corner of the world. Globalization refers to the process by which businesses, cultures, and economies become integrated through a worldwide network. This integration is driven by advances in transportation, communication, and technology, making it easier for people and companies to connect across continents. For local economies, globalization means more than just foreign products on store shelves. It's about new ways of working, trading, and interacting. Understanding this concept is essential to grasp how local communities are affected, both positively and negatively, by global trends. Fully appreciate the effects of globalization. It helps to look back at its roots. While the exchange of goods and ideas has existed for centuries, modern globalization accelerated in the late 20th century. Advances in shipping, the rise of the internet, and international trade agreements made it easier for countries to do business together. This historical context set the stage for understanding how local economies have adapted and responded to global influences over time. One of the most noticeable effects of globalization is the opening of local markets to international competition. Products from around the world are now available in local stores, giving consumers more choices than ever before. This increased competition can drive innovation and lower prices, but it also means local businesses must work harder to stand out. The ability to access global markets can be a double-edged sword for small and medium enterprises. Globalization brings both job opportunities and challenges to local economies. On one hand, foreign investment and new industries can create jobs and stimulate economic growth. On the other, some traditional jobs may disappear as companies move operations overseas or automate processes. The impact on employment varies by region and industry, making it important for communities to adapt and invest in new skills. Foreign direct investment, or FDI, is a major driver of globalization's impact on local economies. When international companies invest in factories, offices, or infrastructure, they bring capital, technology, and expertise. This can boost local development, create jobs, and improve productivity. However, it can also lead to concerns about foreign control and profit outflows. Balancing these benefits and risks is a key challenge for policymakers. Globalization accelerates the spread of technology across borders. Local economies benefit from access to new tools, machinery, and digital platforms that can improve efficiency and competitiveness. This technology transfer can help local businesses modernize and expand, but it also requires investment in education and training to make the most of these advancements. Beyond economics, globalization encourages cultural exchange. Local communities are exposed to new ideas, cuisines, music, and lifestyles from around the world. This can enrich local culture and foster greater understanding, but it may also challenge traditional values and customs. The blending of cultures is one of globalization's most visible and debated effects. Small businesses often feel the effects of globalization most acutely. While some find new markets and customers abroad, others struggle to compete with larger multinational corporations. Adapting to global standards, investing in technology, and finding unique selling points are crucial for survival and growth in a globalized economy. As globalization brings new products and services to local markets, consumer preferences begin to shift. People may develop a taste for international brands or adopt new habits influenced by global trends. This can create opportunities for businesses that are quick to adapt, but it may also pressure traditional industries to innovate or risk becoming obsolete. Globalization has transformed supply chains, making it possible for products to be designed in one country, manufactured in another, and sold worldwide. This integration increases efficiency and lowers costs, but it also makes local economies more vulnerable to disruptions in other parts of the world. Recent events have shown how interconnected supply chains can be both a strength and a weakness. Globalization often accelerates urbanization as people move to cities in search of better jobs and opportunities. This shift can boost economic growth and innovation, but it also puts pressure on infrastructure, housing, and public services. Managing urbanization is a key challenge for local governments in a globalized world. While globalization can create wealth, it doesn't always distribute it evenly. Some regions and groups benefit more than others, leading to increased income inequality within and between countries. Addressing these disparities is essential to ensure that the benefits of globalization are shared more broadly. Globalization's effects on the environment are complex. Increased production and transportation can lead to pollution and resource depletion, but global cooperation also enables the sharing of green technologies and environmental standards. Balancing economic growth with sustainability is a major concern for local economies worldwide. To thrive in a globalized economy, local workers need new skills and education. Lifelong learning, language proficiency, and digital literacy are increasingly important. Investment in education helps communities adapt to changing job markets and seize new opportunities brought by globalization. Globalization encourages the movement of people as well as goods. Workers migrate in search of better opportunities, bringing new skills and perspectives to local economies. While migration can enrich communities, it may also create challenges related to integration and social cohesion. Spread of global brands can sometimes overshadow local businesses and traditions. While international companies offer consistency and familiarity, they may also erode unique local identities. Communities often respond by promoting local products and cultural heritage to maintain their distinctiveness. Internet and digital media have made information more accessible than ever before. Local economies benefit from global knowledge, trends, and best practices, but they also face the challenge of information overload and the spread of misinformation. Navigating this new landscape is crucial for informed decision-making. Globalization has fueled the growth of international tourism, bringing visitors and revenue to local economies. Tourism can create jobs and support small businesses, but it also requires careful management to avoid negative impacts on the environment and local culture. As products and people move across borders, health and safety standards become increasingly important. Globalization encourages the adoption of international standards, which can improve quality and safety for consumers. However, enforcing these standards consistently remains a challenge for many local economies. Globalization links financial markets around the world, allowing capital to flow more freely. This integration can provide local businesses with access to funding and investment, but it also exposes economies to global financial shocks and volatility. E-commerce platforms have revolutionized the way local businesses reach customers. With the click of a button, products can be sold globally, opening up new revenue streams. However, this also means competing with international sellers and adapting to new digital marketing strategies. Globalization fosters innovation by exposing local entrepreneurs to new ideas and business models from around the world. This cross-pollination can inspire creativity and lead to the development of unique products and services tailored to both local and global markets. While cities often benefit from globalization, rural areas may face unique challenges. Limited infrastructure, access to technology, and fewer job opportunities can make it harder for rural communities to compete in a globalized economy. Targeted policies and investment are needed to bridge these gaps. International trade agreements play a crucial role in shaping how local economies interact with the world. These agreements can lower tariffs, open new markets, and set rules for fair competition. However, they can also create winners and losers depending on the industries involved. Protecting intellectual property is vital in a globalized economy. Local innovators need assurance that their ideas and inventions will be respected internationally. Strong intellectual property rights encourage creativity and investment, but enforcing them across borders can be complex. Some local economies respond to globalization by strengthening their own supply chains. By sourcing materials and products locally, businesses can reduce dependence on global networks and support community development. This approach can also enhance resilience in times of global disruption. Globalization has empowered consumers to demand more ethical and sustainable products. Local economies are responding by adopting fair trade practices, reducing environmental impact, and promoting transparency. Consumer activism is shaping the way businesses operate in a global market. Not all communities have equal access to digital technology. The digital divide can limit the ability of some local economies to participate fully in globalization. Bridging this gap is essential for ensuring that everyone can benefit from global opportunities. Governments play a key role in managing the effects of globalization. Through policies on trade, education, infrastructure, and social welfare, they can help local economies adapt and thrive. Effective policy responses are crucial for maximizing benefits and minimizing risks. Local economies must be prepared to respond to global shocks such as financial crises or pandemics. Building resilience through diversification, strong institutions, and community networks can help mitigate the negative impacts of sudden disruptions. Global value chains describe how different stages of production are spread across countries. Local economies participate by specializing in certain tasks such as manufacturing or design. This specialization can drive growth but also creates dependencies on global partners. Globalization has made it easier for people to connect and collaborate across borders. Social networks and online platforms enable local businesses to find partners, share knowledge, and access new markets. This increased connectivity is a powerful driver of innovation and growth. In crises strike such as natural disasters or economic downturns, globalization can both help and hinder recovery. International aid and cooperation can speed up rebuilding, but global dependencies may slow down local responses. Learning from past crises is vital for future resilience. As global influences grow, many communities work to preserve their unique cultures and traditions. Festivals, local arts, and language programs help maintain a sense of identity in a rapidly changing world. Cultural preservation is an important counterbalance to the forces of globalization. Young people are often at the forefront of globalization, embracing new technologies, ideas, and opportunities. They are more likely to study abroad, start international businesses, or work in global teams. Supporting youth development is key to harnessing the benefits of globalization for local economies. Globalization can promote gender equality and inclusion by exposing local economies to new ideas and best practices. However, barriers still exist, and targeted efforts are needed to ensure that everyone benefits from global opportunities, regardless of gender or background. Globalization affects what we eat by introducing new foods and changing how food is produced and distributed. Local food systems may face competition from imports, but they can also benefit from new markets and technologies. Supporting local agriculture is vital for food security and community health. Global challenges like climate change require international cooperation. Local economies can benefit from shared knowledge, funding, and technology to address environmental issues. Working together globally is essential for protecting local environments and ensuring sustainable development. The gig economy, fueled by digital platforms, is a growing part of many local economies. Freelancers and independent workers can find clients worldwide, increasing flexibility and income opportunities. However, this trend also raises questions about job security and worker protections. Globalization can spread both medical advances and health risks. Local economies must be prepared to respond to global health challenges such as pandemics by investing in healthcare infrastructure and international cooperation. Access to financial services is essential for local economic growth. Globalization has enabled new forms of banking and digital payments, making it easier for people to save, invest, and start businesses. Expanding financial inclusion helps communities thrive in a global economy. Change is a constant in a globalized world. Local economies that embrace innovation, invest in people, and build strong institutions are better positioned to adapt and succeed. Flexibility and resilience are key traits for navigating the challenges and opportunities of globalization. Looking ahead, globalization will continue to evolve. Advances in technology, shifting demographics, and changing political landscapes will shape how local economies interact with the world. Staying informed and proactive is essential for communities to thrive in the future. Summary: globalization has far-reaching effects on local economies, bringing both opportunities and challenges. By understanding these impacts and working together, communities can harness the benefits of global integration while preserving their unique identities and values. The journey of globalization is ongoing, and its story continues to unfold in every corner of the world.